Alright, good morrow. Time to actually start, finally, because we said that we're going to do it every single time, we never do. It's actually time to start after we've recovered from BioWare's blatant laziness. We're going to actually start Mark of the Assassin now, which is really cool. Yeah, we don't do Legacy yet, we do Mark of the Assassin. We will have... Oh, we can't get Carver. Okay, fair enough. Bang, and... bang.
You've been wasting my time, Varric. It stops now.
Seeker, you wound me.
The champion nearly starts a war, and you're all too happy to bury it beneath your words. You will tell me about the Qunari.
What's left to say? The Arishok was killed and a champion crowned.
And yet we had Orlesians threatening sanctions of every kind and measure. What happened at Chateau Hain? What happened with Talis?
You've heard about her?
We had someone there, but they lacked your access. Whatever Talis was to the champion, it seems like it angered a nation.
Thousands of lives were at stake, Seeker.
Perhaps one still is.
Nicely non-specific. All right, let me set the scene. An ambush, an invitation, a hunting party. All because of Talis.
And of course, there's no one.
All I know is it had something to do with you and nobles. Edge is usually very reliable.
That's what you get for listening to someone named Edge.
Maybe he got lost. I get lost all the time. Usually I just change where I'm going.
Feels like an ambush.
Why? It's not always an ambush. All right. Maybe sometimes it's an ambush.
And there is the champion of Kirkwall. You die today. Kill her! Kill all of them!
Well, what are you waiting for?
Who the
Okay.
Don't know. Kill people, then act.
Everyone's going down like crazy.
Sloppy. You'd think the crows would be better at this. They've been doing it for ages.
Alright. So this is the Mark of the Assassin DLC, otherwise known as the Felicia Day DLC, because my god, they advertised the shit out of having Felicia Day in this DLC. It got quite obnoxious, you know, because it's obvious that Felicia Day is a bit of a geek crush. A lot of neckbeards are like fawning over her all the time. Don't get me wrong, she's you know, halfway decent attractive, but like, you know, it's just, yeah, just put her in the DLC. Don't, like, you know, it's the Felicia Day DLC, Felicia Day DLC, the Dragon Age Day Felicia, Mark of the Felicia. It's like, just put her in it, alright? She's talented enough, just put her in it, and people who like her will buy it. You don't need to, you know, throw it in our face every single 5 seconds. So I actually think that went against the DLC quite a bit. And people were, I mean, look at that opening there. She was just so over the top cool. I'm just like, you know, if we're going to have a go at edgelords that neckbeards make, then we need to have a go at characters like Talus there, who just murders everybody in a really cool intro scene. You know, because she's a celebrity and she's this and she's that. I have a similar problem with Arya in Mass Effect 2 than I have with Talus. You know, cool for no reason, simply because there's a celebrity voice actor. Nice thing is, Talus actually has a lot of depth to her that Arya doesn't have, which we'll find out. And of course, Hawke is going to play the part of a sweaty neckbeard and say nice work.
Interesting entrance. You have some fine moves.
I do, don't I? My name is Talus, and I've been looking for you.
Looking for me?
Looking for the man who has an invitation to Chateau Hain, to be specific.
Oh, that's what Edge was on about. You remember? Duke Prosper, the one who fawned all over you at the Champion of Kirkwall banquet. He talked about a hunt.
I doubt I'd go to such a thing.
I was hoping you'd reconsider. The Duke is a delightful host, or so I hear.
Let me guess. This isn't just a social call.
I need to relieve him of something he has no right to possess. And I can't do it alone.
You want to rob him?
Well, stealing from Orlesians is never wrong. Or so I've been told.
This isn't how I was planning to ask you this. I was picturing an introduction with less blood.
What makes you think I steal things just because people ask me to?
Well, I would.
I may have talked you up a bit. Maybe more than once.
Wonderful.
What? You'd rather I told everyone you were a mage?
All I've heard is that you get things done. I'm hoping that's true.
I imagine if we did this, it'd be together, wouldn't it?
That's the idea. Or did you have something else in mind?
I like where this is going.
I just think we should get to know one another.
I think I'd like that.
So tell me, what exactly is it you want to steal?
A jewel. The Duke thinks it's valuable, and it is. Just not in the way he believes. What's more, he shouldn't have it in the first place. He who wishes to walk on water must first learn to swim. Come with me to Chateau Hain. I'll explain everything on the way. If nothing else, you get fine wine and fancy company. But I hope you want more than that.
Don't forget to loot the bodies.
Do I ever?
Do you really need to pillage the dead?
Pillage and plunder is half the fun.
No idea who that even is. Cavril family.
We'll head out when you're ready, and I'll explain on the way.
Okay. So you've got to have Talus. Okay, so we'll have... You. And... Carver, because we said we would. That's bad leaving Varro.
The jewel we're after is called the Heart of the Many.
Interesting name.
Interesting jewel. All I care about is getting it away from the Duke. Here's the problem. The heart is in a vault, behind who knows what kind of traps. Protected by a private army of Orlesian chevaliers. All inside a fortress that was designed to be impregnable. And let's not forget, it's on the side of a mountain, in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by monsters.
Graphical fidelity of the DLCs is also...
Andrastes, dear Prosper. When is this going to get started?
Presently. All right, everyone. You all know the tradition, yes? The first to find and slay a wyvern wins the honors of the evening. And bragging rights, of course. Good luck to you all.
Lovely day for a hunt, don't you agree? Very outdoorsy.
Ah, the champion of Kirkwall. These are honored guests. Please excuse Cahir. A polite bodyguard is a contradiction in terms, also I am told.
A chase-in? Here?
Oh yes, you are Ferelden, aren't you? You would know of his people.
I know of Darkspawn too, but I generally don't let them breathe on me.
No, he breathes on all the guests. Think of it as a rite of passage. And who is this lovely specimen?
You flatter me, Your Grace.
I must say I didn't really expect you. I already have an Emel, you see. Or Orc, I suppose it is. One of the Templar Order as well. Although I am not terribly impressed. Brother, perhaps you should join forces to avoid any appearance of collusion between parties. At any rate, I won't keep you from the hunt. Wouldn't want you to fall behind the others, yes?
Love how he's over there and then he just teleports right beside him. I like the fact that he's not come with you though, that's pretty cool. You just meet him there.
I don't think I've ever encountered a wyvern before.
And why would you? They are exceptional beasts, magnificent cousins to the mighty dragon. My only advice? Beware their poison. It's the deadliest thing about them, as well as the most valuable.
Their poison is valuable.
Indeed. From it can be brewed Aquae Lucidius, a libation adored even by the Empress herself.
You'd think the Empress would be more careful about drinking poison.
Her Imperial Majesty's many things, careful not being one of them. But here you are wasting valuable time on questions. Do you wish the others to beat you to the prize?
The sooner we get to the celebration, the happier I'll be.
Oh, I quite agree. The festivities cannot come soon enough. Good luck to you, my lord. Remember, fortune favors the bold.
Okay. Yeah, they're literally not going to speak to Carver, are we? He's just going to turn up. And just literally not saying else. We'll upgrade every single thing that you do, eh? Jesus.
I wish you luck on your hunt, Monsieur Hall.
So the graphics of Mark of the Assassin are way above a normal game, I think. The lighting effects and things, you can see the lighting effects over there. And going from this back to Kirkwall is drab.
You have come a long way to join our Duke, Sirrah. You'll pardon me for saying that you do not seem like a hunter. A word of caution since you are new to this. Wyverns spit venom. Their victims suffer terrible pain before they die.
Death is always the result, then?
Depending on exposure, it may take days. But yes, death is always the outcome if the poison isn't treated.
Since people hunt these creatures successfully, I imagine there's a trick to learn.
Ah, there are many tricks. It is best not to face the beasts head-on. Flank them. Blind them if you can.
Slow, agonizing death? This sounds less and less like a fun outing in the woods.
The venom can be treated, though it is not simple to do so. A distillation of herbs, equal parts, drake vein, Andraste's mantle, and winterberry, can counteract the poison. May the Maker's luck grace your hunt. Be safe, Sirrah.
Okay.
I'm afraid I can't help you.
I wasn't asking you to.
So these are the hunting grounds.
Do we need a lure? What do wyverns like?
We just need to look for signs and be careful. We get this over with, we get into the keep.
And that's where the jewel is?
That's where the jewel is.
Really like you seeing the chateau up there. It's quite nice.
Don't have a lot of respect for people who slaughter animals to make themselves feel better. Don't have a lot of respect for people who slaughter animals to make themselves
go
feel
away, then.
better.
Set up here. Yeah, graphics are a lot nicer. What a nice change.
Which of these lizards do we drag back to the Duke so we can get to the drinking?
Do dragons and wyverns even mix? I don't think so.
So if we drop part of this in the right spot, we might lure a wyvern out to protect its territory?
Good thought. Do that.
Okay, I will.
Would you tell your uncle to leave me alone? He's often inappropriate.
You find something inappropriate?
Extremely so. It's rather repulsive, actually. Please talk to him.
But it's far more entertaining if I don't.
Hawk.
You have pretty eyes.
Oh, you're impossible.
Gotta take the dog.
That altar is very old and creepy. I wouldn't touch it.
Oh, don't tell me not to touch it. I've got to touch it.
I told...
Yeah, I know you told me. Just chill.
that?
See, if you're not a mage, that's really difficult. This goes to show you. Not any good. Yes, it is.
A lot of blood. Would that be prey? Or from a wyvern itself?
I've heard they fight for dominance. Can't be gentle.
Maybe we can use some to draw out rivals. Added to what we have already, is it enough to draw one out of hiding?
I'd say so. A little one. Probably all we need. In the right spot, no doubt.
Sylvain! Here, boys!
Have you seen a pair of coursers? I've been calling and calling, but it is no use. Nicodemus should know better. But Sylvain never had an ounce of sense in his head.
Just so you're aware, I have no idea what you're talking about. But feel free to keep rambling.
Ferelden. I've lost my dogs, of course. They took off after a stag, and the Maker only knows where they've gotten to now. Please, you must help me find them.
If I see your dogs, I'll let you know.
May Andraste guide you.
Sylvain! Dinner time!
Sylvain.
Foolish hound. Get back here. I'm told wyverns roost in the trees. Perhaps if we shake them.
And here I thought Orlesians only hunted other Orlesians for horrendous crimes against fashion.
Just ignore them.
Screw the women, I'm looking for the dogs.
Do we really wish to draw such a creature to us?
You'd think none of them had ever been on a hunt before.
I think we found something. We've a hint of the beast! After it!
I've got to see this.
There is something in there. A nest, perhaps.
Now you fall! That's enough, old man!
What in Andraste's name were those?
Ghasts. Cave creatures. They don't come out on the surface much, however.
Well, they smell like rotten eggs.
cold. Oh, blessed Andraste, thank you. I thought I'd die out here. I've been trapped here since last night.
I know I'm going to regret this, but why are you standing out here in your small clothes?
Ghasts were chasing me. I thought I could leave false trails. The truth told, I'm not looking for the Wyvern. I'm a scholar from Cumberland, researching an Avar cult that once lived here. They worship the Lady of the Skies to the exclusion of all other gods. I'm searching for their shrine.
I think I've been to your shrine. There were nothing but angry spirits at the site.
Nothing else. Pity. I had hoped. Oh, well. Rumors say they were driven from their last refuge. They left a great treasure in the goddess's keeping. But the mountain has defeated me. Please, take my research and see if you can do anything with it. I will try to make it back to camp. Good luck to you, Sirah.
Don't need to, because we've already been there and didn't have anything, so... Well, we did.
Can I just imagine that wyverns are small, completely non-poisonous, bunny-like creatures?
Not unless you picture it eating you.
Spoil sport.
The sooner we get the hunt over with, the sooner we'll be at the chateau to finish this.
Just how long has this wyvern hunt been going on?
It's an annual tradition the Montfort began to keep the population down.
And the Orlesian nobility is only too happy to help out.
It's a game. The Montforts are so close to the Empress, so anything that pleases them is worth pursuing. Plus, you should really try the Aquae Lucidius. You'll be seeing purple dragons in the sky for days.
And be right useless the whole time.
Not sure I want to know how you know.
Don't really like the fact that you don't really get to see Hawke and Carver talk about their mom. It's really like she's dead now.
Very well, the mighty hunter.
Am I hearing a dog around here? No.
That must be the altar that weird old guy mentioned. What do his notes say?
Ooh. Just wanted to double check if there's something there. I think we might need to get her a better dagger now. No, it's nowhere near as good. Going down here.
Oh, I like surprises.
Is that wyverns mating?
Could we mimic that?
No. Oh, the sound. Right, yes. I can try that.
we need to go here, yeah. Apart from down here. I know we've been down there.
Oh shit. Literally.
There you go, Hawk. It seems we're on the trail.
Great.
Someone alert the Empress.
That's enough for one day. So I'll speak to you in a little bit. We'll be finishing off the hunt. See ya.